Hey everyone, welcome to the final part of our Magic Blue Mushroom series. In this video, we'll be painting the texture using the Ucupaint add-on, a super handy tool to make the painting process smoother and more intuitive in Blender. After that, we'll create a clean cartoon-style outline using the inverted hull technique. This is where our mushroom really comes to life with color and style. Let's jump in and finish strong. Once our mesh is ready, it's time to start texture painting. First, select the mesh you want to paint. Here, I'm selecting the mushroom stem. Next, go to the Texture Paint tab at the top of the viewport. Then, click on the Ucupaint icon in the top right and choose Quick Ucupaint Node Setup. A setup window will pop up. Change the shader type to emission so the colors appear flat and clean, perfect for a cartoon look. Once you're set, hit OK. Before we can start painting, we need to create a new image layer. Click on the plus icon and choose New Image. This will bring up a dialog box. Here, you can name your layer, for example, stem layer, and set the resolution to whatever you need. For clean details, I'm setting mine to 2048 by 2048 pixels. Once you're ready, click OK. And now, we've got a fresh canvas to paint on. Before we start painting, let's make sure our render settings are set correctly. Go to the Render Properties tab and set the render engine to Eevee. Then scroll down to Color Management. Set View, Transform to Standard, and change the look to Medium-High Contrast. This will give us a more vibrant preview of our textures. Now it's time to start painting. For this step, I'm using free brushes that I downloaded from the YouTube channel Craft Reaper. You can find the brushes and tutorial in the description, link below. These brushes are really helpful for adding texture, stylized strokes, and a more hand-painted look to your model. I've chosen one of the brushes from the list here. Feel free to experiment with different ones to match the mood or style you're going for. Big thanks to Craft Reaper for sharing these awesome brushes. Be sure to check out their channel and show some support. Now that the brush is ready, let's grab some colors. I'm using a reference image to sample the color palette. Just hover over the color you want and use the eyedropper tool to pick it. Once you've got a color you like, click the plus icon in the color palette panel to save it. This makes it easy to reuse the same shades later. With our palette ready, we can finally start painting. Press slash on your keyboard to isolate the selected object. This helps focus on the mesh without distractions. And if you ever want to quickly switch between the foreground and background color, just hit the X key. Now, just start painting directly on the model. Take your time and build up the strokes little by little. Once we're done painting the stem, it's time to move on to the next parts. Starting with the ring. Select the ring mesh, then assign the same material we used on the stem. This way, we keep a consistent shader setup across all parts. Now, just like before, create a new image layer for the ring. Aim at something like ring layer, and set the resolution to match the stem's texture. Once that's ready, start painting using the same palette, or pick new tones depending on the look you want. Next, move on to the gills. Again, select the gills mesh. Assign the same material and create a new image layer. Maybe call it gills layer. Now we can begin painting the gills with soft strokes and subtle shading. Before moving on to painting the cap, I added a soft shadow beneath the ring, right on the stem layer. This little detail helps the ring feel more grounded and gives a nice sense of depth. Now, let's head up and start painting the cap. Finally, it's time for the cap. Select the cap mesh, apply the same material, and create a fresh image layer called Cap Layer. Use your color palette or sample from the reference again, and start bringing the cap to life with vibrant colors and details. With the base colors of the cap done, let's add some detail to the edges. Using a bright, contrasting blue, carefully paint along the rim of the mushroom cap to make it pop. This really helps define the silhouette and gives it a magical touch. Next, we'll create the ring pattern on the cap. Start by creating a new image layer just for the pattern. This keeps it separate and easy to adjust later. Use the hard round brush to draw the outer shape of the ring pattern. Don't worry if it looks solid at first. We'll refine it in the next step. Now, go to the Ucupaint panel and toggle the eraser mode. Use it to carefully erase the center of the ring shapes, leaving only the outer edges. This creates a clean, ring-like pattern that mimics the reference image we're working from. Continue this process around the cap until you get a result that matches your desired look. Now that the cap details are done, let's go back and refine the textures on the stem and ring. To quickly switch between objects in place without shifting tab mode, just press Alt+Q. This makes the workflow smoother when working on multiple parts. Sometimes after painting other parts, it helps to revisit earlier areas with fresh eyes. You might spot things to improve or enhance. I'm using a smaller brush and softer strokes here to add subtle shadows and highlights on the stem, just to bring out the form a little more. Adding slight color and texture also makes it look more organic and less flat. For the ring, I'm using a similar approach, enhancing edges, cleaning up any messy strokes, and adding soft blending where needed. Take your time here. These little adjustments can really make your model feel polished and cohesive. Now that the texture painting is complete, let's create a clean cartoon-style outline using the inverted hole technique. First, create a new material and set the surface shader to emission. I'll name this material Outline. Choose a solid color, typically black, but feel free to experiment with other colors depending on your style. Next, go to the Material Settings tab, scroll down to the Backface Culling section, and check the option labeled Camera. This ensures the outline is only visible from the correct angles. Now, select the mesh you want to outline, and add a solidify modifier. Set the thickness to -0.03 and the offset to -1. This pushes the outline outward. Make sure to check flip normals to invert the direction of the new geometry. Finally, set the material offset to 1. This tells Blender to use the second material slot where we placed the outline material. And there you have it, a bold, dynamic outline around your mesh. Now let's apply the outline effect to the rest of the model. Start by selecting all the meshes you want to include, and make sure to select the outlined mesh last. This way it becomes the active object. Then press Ctrl+L and choose Link Materials. This will copy the outline material setup to all the selected meshes. Next, with the same active object still selected, the one that already has the Solidify modifier, go to the Modifier tab, click the down arrow next to the Solidify modifier, and choose Copy to select it. This will apply the exact same modifier settings to all the selected meshes, giving them all the same clean outlined look. And that's it. All parts of the mushroom now share the same cartoon-style outline. And that wraps up part 4, the final part of our Magic Blue Mushroom series. We've covered everything from modeling and rigging to UV mapping, painting textures with Ucupaint, and finally adding cartoon-style outlines with the inverted hull technique. Up next, I'll be showing you the final renders of not just the blue mushroom, but also the other 6 magic mushroom variants, each with their own unique look and personality. I hope you've enjoyed this journey and picked up some helpful techniques along the way. If you found this tutorial series useful or inspiring, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. It really helps support the channel and keeps more content coming. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.